नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टाप्रायेषु अबद्धेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। एवं तत्सत्। ओमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि विष्णु की जय। नमाचार्य दास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। प्रभुपाद की जय। गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। रीडिंग फ्रॉम श्रीमद् भागवतम कैंटो 5 creative importance chapter 11 title Jadavarta instructs King Rahuna, verse number 10. गन्धाकृति स्पर्श रस स्रवांसि विसर्गरति आर्ति अभिजल्पशिल्पा एकादशं स्वीकरणं ममेति श्रियामहं द्वादशम् एक आहु। गन्धाकृति स्पर्श रस स्रवांसि विसर्गरति अर्ति अविजल्पशिल्पा एकादशं स्वीकरणं ममेति श्रियामहं द्वादशम् एक आहु। गन्धाकृतिस्पर्शरसस्रवांसि विसर्गरति आर्ति अभिजल्पशिल्पा एकादशं स्वीकरणं ममेति श्रियामहं द्वादशम् एक आहु। Word gandha smell, akriti form, sparsha touch, rasa taste, sravamsi and sound, visarga evacuating, rati sexual intercourse, arti movement, avijalpa speaking, shrilpa grasping or releasing, ekadasam 11th, swikaranam accepting as, mama mine, iti thus sayam this body, aham I, dvadasam 12th, Eke some Ahu have said. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Sound, touch, form, taste, smell are all objects of the five knowledge acquiring senses. Speech, touch, movement, evacuation, sexual intercourse are the objects of the working senses. And beside this, there is another conception by which one thinks, this is my body, this is my society. Beside this, there is another conception by which one thinks, this is my body, this is my society, this is my family, this is my nation, and so forth. This 11th function of the mind is called the false ego. According to some philosophers, this is the 12th function. Its field of activity is the body. Let us repeat. Sound, touch, form, taste, and smell are the objects of the five knowledge acquiring senses. Speech, touch, movement, evacuation, and intercourse are the objects of the working senses. Besides this, there is another conception by which one thinks this is my body, this is my society, this is my family, this is my nation, and so forth. This 11th function of the mind is called the false ego. According to some philosopher, this is the 12th function, and its field of activity is the uh, body. We quickly sing the song, and then because the attraction to this material gross body, subtle body is the prominent in this world. Attraction to this material nature, material, not in relation with the Lord. That is the problem. Here also that same attraction of the gross body, the senses, but how it is formed, what is the result? We need to know the end product. We need to know the result. We need to know the warnings. If we do, if you use it different, wrongly, what will happen? These things has to be known. Generally, this is given. Like if you enter a company in a business, they will give the manual. This is what you should do. This is what you should avoid. In company also, there's a compliance things. How much you should accept gift. So many compliance rules will be there. Same thing, business. What kind of business practice you should follow? What kind of business you should not follow? Same way the human body is given, but for the human body, how to utilize it? Each and every aspect, karmendriyas, gnanendriyas, here is. But the warning signs are also there. Everywhere you'll see that. The intelligent person, generally those who knows, those who are aware of things, those are mature. The warning signs generally are placed. Many times these days, Kali Yuga, what can you expect? You don't see the warning signs. Sometimes when you go on the highway, the road is blocked, or even on local roads also. Road is blocked. There is no indication before. But those who are little mature, intelligent, they put the indication. And next 1 week time, this road will be closed. There's a diversion. Please pay attention. So those one that means somebody, some intelligence is there that people will go through some, so suffering. People will have, they have important duties to perform, so they need to get in time. So we should give the warning so that they can prepare and plan and execute it. The end result is important. How do you get to the end goal? So, but for that there is a warning sign. For that there is manuals, procedures. What are the various steps? These things has to be understood. So, and the cleansing is also there. To get to the end product, in the office they will give you the SDI training. So, cause and the matter and many things they will explain. The filters, various kinds of filters. We're already coming with pre conceived notions and filters to begin with. Even to enter into the office, enter the business, even enter the class. So that's why generally the Mangalacharan is there. That's why submission to the Lord is there. The cleansing process is there. That is Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, and Krishna acts like a mirror. If we don't take the association, then we can't see what is wrong. What's going, what is on the face, what's in sometimes when we wear shirt or something, behind something is hanging. We look like a monkey. But somebody else has to tell. We can't see what is there on the back. So this Shastra and Sadhu and Guru and the Lord takes this position of the mirror in the cleansing process. So that we can see things in the right perspective, in the right vision is there, and we can clearly see the end result as well. Everything we have to know, the clear steps. For the bhakti, same process of bhakti also, there's a clear end goal and there are clear steps, and each step, there are certain details to be aware, and many examples are given by Bhaktivinoda Thakur and all the acharyas, so that we understand the stages, we understand the final product and how to get there, what are the various warning signs, what is the topmost thing. All these things has to be understood. So now we'll sing this song and then we'll get into it, because the verse is only small. The purport is also very small, only 2 lines, but many things has to be understood, and we have to contemplate. What went wrong. The same thing we apply always. Day to day we are learning, in the IT business, these things. What went wrong? Where we spent our time. So, how did we utilize our time? Where did we spend money? And whether it's the right thing to do or whether we spent wrongly or more amount we paid. Even in the, even not IT business, even in the house, we have only certain money, how to balance it, where we spend unnecessarily, how to cut down, what we can cut down, what is the minimum things. These things are there. When the company is going down, business is going down, then we have to pay even more attention than before. Same thing now, in the family life, and also same thing when you're paying for so much for many bills, then you get the heat, then you'll pay more attention. In the beginning, when you don't need to pay so many things. You have enough balance surplus. Then you're not so worried. You're not cautious. But when things, so that's why because the draining is happening regularly for us. Even though we are accumulating certain pious credit, some bhakti credit, but the draining, it is getting whatever we are accumulating, it is going off the drain. So we are not able to sustain. We are not able to practice it. These are the warning signs. Just like Ajamila is going through. Only when the sadhus were there, who Vishnudutas were there, Yamadutas were when they were discussing, then he could realize it. He was saved from the death, and then he could realize it. What's happening? What is the problem? So what went wrong? Because they were discussing about the glories of the Lord, glories of devotion service. Then he could, because he did before. Somehow he fell through the cracks because he didn't have proper warning signs. He didn't remember. He didn't follow the guidelines. Then he fell through it. But now, when Lord Vishnu are discussing, sadhus are discussing, then he realized the mistake. Then he started repenting. Oh, all these things I have done a mistake. That's why I got into this position in the first place. Now I should rectify it. Immediately he left everything. They left. They gave the warning sign and left. Is supposed to be taken away. Ajam is supposed to be killed at that time, but they're given a chance, second chance. That's the Prabhupada title that book as beautiful book, a second chance. Especially we should give it to those who are new, those who are beginners, those who are, so have no understanding of Sanatana Dharma, Vedic culture. This is the best book to give. And it's a beautiful story. Even the kids can read it. A second chance, Ajamil's pastime. Many of these books, Prabhupada has given lectures and our devotees made it nicely into a book and given. Kunti Maharani's prayers, all same thing. So teachings of Lord Chaitanya also same thing. Prabhupada actually. So it's interesting. The teachings of Lord Chaitanya was sent by Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur 1896. 1896 when Sri Prabhupada was born. Exactly the same time. He was already professed. One Mahabhagavat, what is it? Commander in chief, Senapati Bhakta will come and distribute this holy name, the topmost secret, topmost jewel. We lost the jewel, we're searching for everything else. A real jewel, we have been told, we have been given, but we are again and again, we are searching for all other things except this jewel. The crest jewel is the holy name. And who is giving that crest jewel? Is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is called Parama Karuna Pahudu is Sava Avatar Siromani Keval Ananda Kanda. So Gaura Avatar, the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called crest jewel of all the incarnate. Krishna only. But is appearing as a devotee and is making it very easy and simple. Anybody and everybody, any walk of life, doesn't matter what background you have, what simple activity, whatever you have done, doesn't matter. Just come with me, take this jewel and practice it in the association of devotees because it will act like a mirror, it will act like a fire, it will burn and it will clearly show you the warning signs and everything. The sadhu will act like a manual, SOP, guidance, everything. So every step of the way he will be there to guide and see where you are, what you are lacking, and he will personally take your hand and take you to the destination. Final product, here you go, enjoy it. Mhm. This is a beauty. So that's why we're drinking this beauty with this beautiful song of Adharam Madhuram Vadanam Madhuram Nayanam Madhuram Hasitam Madhuram Hridayam Madhuram Gamanam Madhuram Madhuradipate Akilam Madhuram Madhuradipate Akilam Madhuram. This is the jewel, the most crest jewel of everything is Lord Krishna, Krishna Chandra, Gora Chandra. Tribhanga Sundara Dehe Murali Vadana. Srijata Mahaprabhu describes this. is in three-bended form, is beautiful, attractive form, captivated. That's why Lord Shiva ran behind. He wants to see. So everybody is captivated by the beauty. Not we are not captivated. We are captivated by our own beauty, the body, where the pus is coming, everything from the ear wax will come, from the nose bad things come. From every part of the body, all bad smell, bad odor, bad things only come. Hmm. Because it is engaged with the material activities. But the same body, when it is engaged with the Lord, this is it will happen. What will happen? Madhuradi pater akiram madhuram. Sweetness will come. Hmm. To understand the real where it has come from. What was the origination for the sweetness to omit from? That's why Lord Krishna's body emanates what kind of smell? And agaru, what a musk, Krishna musk. That is a scent. That is a special scent you can buy online. That is Krishna's natural smell from his body. It doesn't give the bad odor, bad smell like our body. That's why everything is described with Vallabhacharya from Rudra Sampradaya. So Lord Shiva Sampradaya. In that he's writing, he could understand. He would relish. He could understand what is the topmost, what is the beauty, where I got this body from. From whom I got this body? What is this? The topmost jewel, the holy name, topmost jewel is the sweetness of the Lord's name, sweetness of the Lord's form, sweetness of the Lord's limbs, of every part of his body, sweetness of his qualities, sweetness of his pastimes, everything he has understood, he digested, and he has written this in a beautiful song for us to understand so that we are also captivated with. Vachanam Madhuram Charitam Madhuram Vasanam Madhuram Balitam Madhuram Charitam Madhuram Brahmitam Madhuram Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram Madhuradipate Madhuram Venor Madhura Pani Madhura Padho Madhuro Nityam Madhuram Sakyam Madhuram Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram. So it is very sweet. That's a way, otherwise where did you get the sweetness? What is so tasty? Where did you get the sweetness? Even Prabhupada went on to say, liquor is tasty, wine is tasty, where it has come from? Have you produced it? You yourself has brought all this taste to it? No, these ingredients naturally are there. You're making it, but who has given the taste? Who has given the ingredient? It has come from Krishna only. So that we are forgetting. We are thinking this has come now, this is for no, but we are not seeing in relation with Krishna. Even those who are drinking, Prabhupada is telling, even if you think that this has, taste has come from Krishna, if you remember Krishna and you drink it, still you will be able to come out of your contaminated consciousness and come to the beautified consciousness, pure consciousness, and you will be elevated very quickly and rapidly. Everything we have to see in relation. That's how here or Vallabhacharya is able to write, pen it down, what he's seeing, what beauty is seeing, every step, every dance, every move. So that's why no wonder why we are attracted to dancing, why we are attracted to hearing, why we are attracted to tasting, going somewhere, all these things because uh, devotee is attracted by Lord's every move, even his eyebrows moving, they are attracted. So every aspect, not only human beings, even the deities, the beasts, see in Vrindavan, every one of them, Golok Vrindavan, in the Prakrit Dham, which is unmanifested, you can't see it, what's going on in the spiritual world, are here, the holy dhams, which are there, Vrindavan, Mayapur, Ayodhya, Dwarka, Badrinath, so all these holy places are there where the pastimes are eternally going on even here. We can't see it even here. At least the physical place we can see it. But here our acharyas are sadhus because they are seeing, they are giving the mirror so that we can see what is this holy place contains, what pastimes are going on, what is the sweetness is all about. Unless they describe, we have no idea what that sweetness is. So that's why somebody has to describe it to us. So that's what here Pallavacharya describing for us. Geetam Maduram, Peitam Maduram, Bhuktam Maduram, Suktam Maduram, Rupam Maduram, Tilakam Maduram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Maduram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Maduram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Maduram. That's it. When Sri Prabhupada was singing Jai Radha Madhava, he used to go to intense ecstasy sometimes. He couldn't continue, he had to go back to his room. He was remembering the past, he was entering into the pastime. As he was singing, he is already in the pastime. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari is entering into the pleasure groves of Vrindavan and the Yamuna Tira Vanachar. Is entering into that pastime where Radha and Krishna performing pastime just like Sadasiva entered through the Tulsi Maharani. Vrinda Devi asked, I want to enter into the Ras Leela. Then what you would do? You drown yourself in Manasi Ganga, then you become Gopi dress. Then you can enter. Same thing. These acharyas are entering into the pastimes. Simultaneously, they are there here, but they are inert. They have become externally grave and dull. That's why they most of the times acharyas are very grave. Mm. Because they are absorbed in constantly in internal meditation. They are in the pastimes of the Lord. Nikunja yono ratikeli siddha yaya alibir yuktir apekshane tatradi dak. They are expert in simultaneously being here on this material world, simultaneously also there in the spiritual world. This is possible for the perfected soul. Like Vallabhacharya, you can see that's why he's giving us this nectar, the highest, topmost nectar. Karanam Maduram, Taranam Maduram, Haranam Maduram, Ramanam Maduram, Vamitam Maduram, Samitam Maduram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Maduram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Maduram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Maduram. Gunja, Madhura, Mala, Madhura. Lord wears Gunja ears. Everything from head to toe, everything is so beautiful. Even while we are chanting the holy name, before that we are supposed to do the submission prayers, ten offenses to chant, Mangalarti Darshan. All these are precursors. It is called Japa affirmations. Before we start Japa, there is a submission, there is a process, there are steps, so that we can actually relish the holy name. We can actually understand the real substance of the holy name, the real sweetness, the real jewel, qualities, all these things we can understand. We can enter into that particular mood, particular rasa, with great humility. We can actually relish it. Otherwise, we can't relish it. So that's why these steps are being there. So every part of the body is so beautiful. Gunja earrings is like the red. If you go to Guru Ayappan temple here, yeah, next to Radha Krishna, they have this bowl with a red color bottom. The top is a little black color. This is called Punjab earrings. In India, this is available here. I don't know. I think you will find some artificial plants are there. Here also in US, I have seen similar to Gunja. It's not exactly Gunja berries, but similar to that. It looks like that. Color red at the bottom, pinkish red, and the top is black. Lord is wearing that kind of earrings, Gunja earrings. Everything is in Govardhan. Lord is walking on the Govardhan hill. Govardhan is Krishna himself, Krishna's expansion. He is providing all these natural things. Everything Lord is wearing, the peacock, everything is so natural. Lord likes natural. He'll pick up the flowers, put it on his head and turban, the ear, everything is so natural. And his friends, God friends are helping him. God girls are helping him to decorate and all the trees, the various fruit they are giving. So sometimes Lord puts the fruits also on the turban. That's why you'll see in the turban many times in the temples they dress with the various fruits. Lord, everything is natural, everything is simple, everything is gorgeous. That's why he's singing this year. Gunja Madhura, Mala Madhura, Yamuna Madhura, Vichi Madhura, Selilam Madhuram, Kamalam Madhuram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram, Gopi Madhura, Leela Madhura, Yuktam Madhuram, Bhuktam Madhuram, Rustam Madhuram, Sistam Madhuram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram, Gopa Madhura, Gavo Madhura, Yastir Madhura, Sristir Madhura, Dalitam Madhuram, Palitam Madhuram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram. And the cowherd boy is wonderful. All the pastimes, they are enjoying the rasa. They are so attracted by captivated by the beauty of the Lord, beauty of Vrindavan, beauty of the everything. Gopis and gopas, both. The cows, everybody is enjoying their bliss. They are in ecstatic, concentrated bliss. These are the symptoms, six symptoms. Each are explained. There are six symptoms of pure devotion service. Bhakti is defined in, it has nine stages. And that's what we have to understand. And it is divided into three different steps. Pure devotion service, different. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. Bhava Bhakti, Prema Bhakti. Why the sadhana bhakti means rules and regulations, beginning stage. There are certain rules, certain things to do, and things not to do. Just like as much as Sukadeva Goswami is telling, Parikshit Maharaj asking, what is to be done, what is not to be done. I don't know anything. You have to tell me. As much as Saunakanda Adaruja asking Sota Goswami in the beginning of first canto. Same thing, almost everywhere you will see that. Sometimes Sanatana Goswami, Siksha, also Chaitanya, you will see that. I don't know what to ask. So even those which I don't ask, please you tell me, because I'm not a pandit. Everybody calls me pandit, but I don't know what I am, what is my duty, why I have come here, why am I suffering in the first place in this material world. What I should do, what I should not do, I have no idea. You tell me. So this is the proper inquiry. So you can also understand here. Gopa Madhura, Gavo Madhura, Yastir Madhura, Srishtir Madhura, everything, even the creation, whatever we see, this material world is not dirty. It is actually everything is beautiful, wonderful. So Acharya is seeing everything beautiful, even this world, because this has come from the Lord. If we see in relation with the Lord, everything is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with this world. Only if we see not in relation with the Lord, then everything you will say Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. This Jagat is false. This is so you will say that even though it has come from the Lord, we don't say that. It is truth, but it is only temporary. That is the only difference. Estir Mudra, Sustir Mudra, even the Susti is Mudra, wonderful. Dalitam Madhuram, Palitam Madhuram, everything about in this world. Let's read the translation and we will understand. That's why because the senses are mentioned, because there also it means something. Types of knowledge. So there's a five types of knowledge. That also everywhere these various stages Prabhupada explains beautifully. In that also Prabhupada defines in three different things. Why the sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, raga bhakti, and prema bhakti. So Prabhupada is defining. There are five stages of knowledge. Pratyaksha, Paroksha. This is called sadhana bhakti. Why the sadhana bhakti? What you see, the pratyaksha means whatever you see. That okay, this is a nice drink. Oh, this is for me. Let me taste it. This is pratyaksha. What you see is you think this is for my enjoyment. Immediately you conceive something, you assume something, and you want to do it. So even though it is not right thought, but still we will go for it. This is pratyaksha. Whatever you see, then you think that is right, and you will do it. Pratyaksha and then paroksha. You hear from others. This is why this is Ananda Bhakti. Then you do things. Pratyaksha is what you hear. You don't hear from others, but you directly, whatever you feel like, you will do it. Doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong, what will happen, what will be the result. No, we don't care. That is Pratyaksha and Paroksha. This is why this is Ananda Bhakti. And then gradually it comes to the Bhava Bhakti. And then the next stage is Aparoksha. That means it is coming from the disciplic succession. You follow exactly. If the disciplic section, the acharyas say something, then you follow exactly on that platform. You are fixed exactly what they say, that's what only you will do. You will not do anything else what they don't say. That is in Raganuga. They are very picked up. Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava. These are all Bhava stages. These are all Raganuga Bhakti. But in the beginning stages, Pratyaksha, Paroksha at the best. But we don't come to the Aparoksha. And Adokshaja means well, almost in the Aparoksha is in the Nishta stage, and then when you come to the higher stage, Asakti and Bhava, ecstatic symptom, that is called Adokshaja. Adokshaja means Adakrata iti Gnana with Adokshaja. Lord is called Lord Vishnu's name is Adokshaja. That means it's beyond. With the ordinary blunt senses, you can't understand the Lord, Lord's holy name, Lord's pastime, Lord's qualities. But when we come to that, after going through this process step by step, we'll explain these steps. Then we'll come to that ecstatic stage because we have taken the crest jewel, the holy name, as the a real important essence and the topmost, the best thing. We can stay without it. We can do it without it. In the morning program, you do it without fail every day. So every day, no matter what. So then naturally we have come to the understanding. Otherwise, right now we are not under the understanding. Otherwise, we will do it without fail. We're not able to, that means we have not, theory we know, but practically we have not assimilated, we have not come to that real understanding. If we have come, then we will do it without fail, because this is the only thing which can deliver us, Krishna. Without holy name, there is nothing we can be liberated from here. No other process, karma, gnana, yogi cannot deliver, cannot remove our internal what is there in the heart, dirtiness cannot remove. You can taste, you can see things as beauty, real beauty. You can taste it, you can see it, you can understand. Just like Vallabhacharya is able to see, understand, taste it, is relishing it, is in the ecstatic symptoms, and is giving it us. But we can't, we can sing the song theory, but practically we are not able to realize it because of the sinful activity, because of not realizing the warnings, not seeing the warnings. Nahi tata agavan rajan puye tata adibhi tata krishnarpita prana tat purusha nishevaya. We are, that these sinful activities, because of that, we are not able to release it. All the dirtiness has come. So, this is called Prabhupada calling rust. Maya, rust. Maya is comparing with rust. When the anything, the house are also get rusted. That's why generally we have to paint outside. All the more, what you call, different names are there. The panels outside, you'll see many people will get painted, because otherwise it gets dust and all the grass color green, it will become different colors. Because this rust, same thing, this body also. That's why this cleansing process is there. So that's why we have to chant the holy names. That is the cleansing. This is the mirror. The holy name is the mirror. Acts like a fire. Sadhu is the mirror. Sadhu acts like a fire. Shastra is the mirror. It brings discipline and it acts like a mirror. Lord Krishna is the mirror and acts like a fire. So that's why all these four things, sadhu, shastra, the holy name, and the Lord, has to be properly connected every day. And that should be done as the topmost priority. Then we can come to this song's purport. What is this? This we can taste it every day. Will be so much relishment. This holy name, you will extract so much nectar from it that you can't do without. Wherever, because we are extracting the nectar from everything, the eating and going somewhere, seeing something. We are relishing that only. We are not able to relish here the holy name, or dancing for the presence of the Lord, or doing kirtan for the presence of the Lord. These things we are not able to relish. Similar to what we are doing every day. A lifetime, whole lifetime, we are doing that, engage in very philanthropic activities, helping people, and many things we are doing. So party, whatnot, all these things. But we are not relishing the real thing. So that's why we are after these things. So that's what Vallabhacharya Prabhu is indirectly is telling us. Now get attracted to this, then we can understand the real thing. Then you'll permanently, every day, every minute, you'll feel the nectar, you'll feel always be blissful. Mm. And so that's why you have to constantly take the association of the holy name and the sadhu, especially more than anything else. Sadhu and the holy name. The essence of all the scriptures is sadhu sangha, especially the advanced devotees, the pure devotees, paramahamsas. Whenever they come, we have to physically in person. We should take one is important, but more we are physically there, it's more it helps us, because our mind is so fickle. We can't absorb many things. Otherwise, sadhu will say something, and next day itself, same day, you can't follow it. Next day morning also, you can't follow it, because we are so fickle. That's why we have to be in person as much as possible to take the association, hear every word very carefully with rapt attention. And more we do that, more we will get even opportunities. Sadhu, when the Lord is seeing that how much we are attentive to the holy name, how much we are attentive to sadhu, then this nectar will come. Nectar will flow. Lord will arrange how he will make you drink the nectar. Then you can't give up. Then you will do it without fail. Till we come to that understanding, that process, those steps are in place, then we start doing it. Then when the Lord sees, then you will start getting this nectar. Whatever this verse is telling, you will taste it. Right now we are not tasting it because we have not come. Theory we understand, but we are not able to practice it. Neither the holy name, or we are taking the holy name seriously, but we are not taking the sadhu seriously. Yes. If whoever is taking the both things, then one can actually release the nectar. Every step of the way, every day, every day you will feel it. But right now it has become only theory. It has not become practical realization in the heart. Yes, we will always, every day will be very happy. We will always be joyful. That is what nectar, the holy name, will bring when it is in association of sadhu, the advanced devotee, the pure devotee. That is a real result. Very soon we come to Bhava Bhakti, and very soon also we'll attain Krishna Prema also. Otherwise, it is impossible thing to even to come to Bhava Bhakti. From first stage, you can't come to the second stage even. Forget about Bhava Bhakti. Let us read the translation. His lips are sweet, his face is sweet, his eyes are sweet, his smile is sweet, his heart is sweet, his gait is sweet, everything is sweet. About the emperor of the sweetness. Who is that emperor? Krishna Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Radha Syam Sundar, Radha Madhav. His words are sweet, his character is sweet, his dress is sweet, his belly folds are sweet, his movements are sweet, his wandering is sweet. Everything is sweet about the emperor of sweetness. But when you will understand, only when you taste the most, so if you want to understand, you have to understand from Acharyas. What Acharya says, what Raghunath Das Goswami says, the glory of the holy name. He says he sings the glories of many, many things. It's described in one beautiful verse. Mm, It's describing what kind of matchless gifts he has received from the holy name, from the Acharyas, many things. Explained in the beautiful verse. So, नामश्रेष्ठं मनुमपि सचीपुत्रम् अत्र स्वरूपम् रूपम् तस्याग्रजम् गुरुपुरीम् मधुरम् गोष्ठावतीम् राधाकुण्डम् गिरिवरम् अहो राधिका मधुवनम् प्राप्तो यस्य प्रतितकृपस्य श्रीगुरुम् तम् नतोऽस्मि. What a beautiful verse. This is Raghunath Das Goswami is writing in Mukta Charitra. Very famous verse. Namasreshtam, this is the topmost, the crest jewel. The holy name is the highest. Who has given it? He could understand. This is given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through his assistant, as he was given under the care of Swarup Damodar Goswami. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Now you be, he will guide you. Any questions, anything you ask Swarup Damodar." He was on. So he has received his relation and his explaining is so grateful. And every day, day in, day out, without fail, he has executed exactly under the instruction of Swarup Damodar Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. He has practiced it. Then he was sent to Vrindavan by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was properly situated. Uh, so that's why one needs training, one needs to be under the guidance of devotee and follows very strictly, day in, day out. Then we'll come to Bhava Bhakti, then we'll come to Prema Bhakti. Otherwise, the Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti can't move an inch much. No, it is not possible. So that's why he could describe. Vallabhacharya could understand, come to this perfection, and he also met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has received mercy through whom? Not directly from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually didn't give him. It was received from his associate Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit has given mercy. He was so proud that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu checked him. So then, by his devotee given his mercy, when through Gadadhar Pandit he has received mercy, then he opened the another sampradaya. Then he could establish, he could understand. After he received his mercy from the sadhu, from Gadadhar Pandit. Otherwise, it is not possible. It is not science. You can read all the Shastra, Acharya's commentaries and everything, but you will come, humility won't be there. He commented on Sridhar Swami, first original commentator in Rudra Sampradaya. He was a great Acharya. Everybody always quotes him and speaks. We are nothing. Sridhar Swami is the great. But here Vallabhacharya comes and says, no, Sridhar Swami is nothing. Actually, I have given a great commentary than him. Immediately, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood what his mind is. Actually, he is not in pure consciousness. So that's why he rejected him. But Gadadhar Pandit accepted him and shown mercy. After that, all these things he has written. He has come to perfection stage. After he understood everybody, failure is very good, important. We see the failures properly, and then we can actually come to the perfect consciousness. We can release. If we don't see, that's why Ajamil's pastime is also very important. So his flute is sweet, his foot dust is sweet, his hands are sweet, his feet are sweet, his dancing is sweet, his friendship is sweet, everything is sweet about the emperor of sweetness. His singing is sweet, his yellow cloth is sweet, his eating is sweet, his sleeping is sweet, his beauty is sweet, his tilaka is sweet. Many places it is explained. So this Kasturi tilake lalata palake vakshastale kostum nasagre navamoktikam karatale venum कंठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते Gopala Chudamani. It's a beautiful song. You have to meditate. That is what everything is described by acharyas. We can't understand it unless we are taking the sadhus association. Otherwise, the whole world, in not in relation with the Lord, we will think that this is for my enjoyment, and we feel so much pleasure, and we can understand the real jewel. And that pleasure will end very soon, and that's why Lord is giving. Oh, please, my living entities, I'm concerned about you. I'm telling you, every chapter I'm telling you, ya samsparsaja bhoga. Without me, if you see anything and you try to enjoy, it only gives temporary happiness, but it gives a great misery, great frustration and anxiety. Every chapter is describing. One or two verses are there every chapter. Chapter 2 you have. He's telling that. The anger, frustration, where it comes. 61, 62, 63, 3 verses is telling. And then in the third chapter, every chapter, pretty much, third chapter is also the last anger, greed is this. Fourth chapter is describing this contemplation on the material things, what will happen. Dukkha yonava evate. Every chapter pretty much is describing, is telling, please, please don't take to this kind of activities. Involve me, include me in every activity. Then you can realize the real sweetness. That's why your Vallabhacharya Prabhu, Vallabhacharya Path is including is what is he relishing, is penning it down, is telling us, please come to this path, follow me, follow my direction, follow Sadhu's direction. Then you will also relish. Not only me, it's also you can also relish, but you have to follow. Then you can relish it. Everything is sweet about the emperor's sweetness. His deeds are sweet, his liberating is sweet, his stealing is sweet, his love sports are sweet, his oblations are sweet, his tranquility is sweet, everything is sweet about the emperor's sweetness. It's all because it starts with Nama, the holy name. If we chant properly, if we do it every day without fail, the Nama Sreshtam. And we are grateful to the person who has given through the Acharya, through Prabhupada. I have received, starting from Sri, I'm always grateful to Bhakta Siddhanta Thakur or Lion Guru. Through him, through his devotees, I have received. Then he sent me to Sri Prabhupada. And through Sri Prabhupada, I have received my spiritual man. So, we can see the connection very clearly. I can see the connection. Every day I am seeing the connection, how it is working. And so, yes, through them we can understand actual glory of the holy name. Otherwise, I chanted so many years ago. But that time chanting, now chanting is different, completely different. How could we come to that? Only by the mercy of the sadhu only this stage we can come to. And there are many more stages in this. So we can only come more we take sadhu's association and keep taking what the gratitude we have to have, and we have to take it very seriously. They have what they are instructing, we have to practically apply it, put it. Then actually both of these things, two things, the holy name, seriously taking it, and sadhu's association also taking seriously and following his instruction, then more mercy, more service, more relishment, more nectar will come in the heart. Lord will place everything, Lord will arrange and give it. He will adjust our life, he will adjust our office, he will adjust our whatever problems we have, everything he can cut it out. He can give them whatever we need, everything he will provide it. Right now, he's not able to provide because he's not obligated. Neither we are talking sadhu seriously, nor we are taking the holy name seriously. So, for both these reasons, Lord cannot give. Lord cannot give because we want to enjoy separately from the Lord. So that's why Lord is also watching only. He's watching bird. He's not doing anything. But when we start doing it, then he becomes obligated, then he will start giving it. So his Gunjan berry necklace is sweet, his flower garland is sweet, his Yamuna river is sweet, his ripples are sweet, his water is sweet, his lotus are sweet. Everything is sweet about the emperor's sweetness. Only can sadhu can relish it and sadhu can give us. If we follow the sadhu, we will also feel. The same thing, whatever Vallabhacharya Pad is feeling it. His gopi, cohort boys are sweet, his pastimes are sweet, his union is sweet, his food is sweet, his delight is sweet, his courtesy is sweet. Lord is very merciful. That's why he's sending the sadhu, that's why he's sending the shastra. All these things, Lord is only arranging. Lord is very compassionate. Lord doesn't want to punish. Only is punishing so that you don't suffer again. Even the killing the demons, people think Lord is not merciful. So actually, Lord is merciful. He doesn't want him to suffer further. So he has sometimes he has to kill. Then his suffering is done. And next life, then he will start, much in a better position. If not, he is going to be completely entering into the spiritual world. He may enter into the Brahma Jyoti by the association of pure devotee, then he can enter into spiritual, or he will fall down. But at least still is better than what he is before. So the Lord, even killing, everything Lord does is Very, very compassionate. He's concerned about every living, including the demons, including the snake, every living entity. Yeah, he's giving. That's why the Narada goes everywhere. Hellish planets also he goes. Sadhu will go everywhere. Sadhu is not concerned about what will happen to him. He is ready to go anywhere to give his mercy. Lord is also same thing. Lord will directly go himself, or Lord will send his reproof. That's why throughout the world you see these Mahajanas are always there to go and give the mercy to all these because on behalf of the Lord, that is they are doing this work. And they are relishing, great relishment. They are getting so much nectar out of it. And his Gopas, cohort boys are sweet, his cows are sweet, his staff is sweet, his creation is sweet, his trampling is sweet, even trampling is also sweet, yes. And that's an nectar. As Nityananda Prabhu kicked on the chest of Swan's, oh, he was in great ecstasy. But his brother-in-law couldn't, he ran. He ran. What kind of person is this? He did so much service, and on top of it, instead of glorifying him, he gave his, put his feet on his chest and he throwed him. What kind of Lord he is? What kind of spiritual master he is? That's what he thought. But Sivananda said, no. He could understand what a mercy. He didn't do that. He's not doing with anybody. He's only doing with me. That means he's so merciful. Even if you beg a sadhu, he will not put his feet, he will not even give the mercy. It's not so easy. If somebody is giving the mercy, Guru is giving the mercy, that means we are fortunate. Somebody is chastising, correcting, we are fortunate. A mother cannot chastise anybody and everybody outside. She can only chastise the child where she has love for. And otherwise, it is not possible. So, Prabhupada chastising or sadhu chastising, that is only for this purpose only, to bring the conditioned soul back into the Krishna's arms for that purpose only. So that's why his trampling is also sweet. His fruitfulness is sweet. Everything is sweet about the emperor's sweetness. Now let us look at the purport by Prabhupada, because that's how this material, when it is created, it has come in a sequence. First one is the sound and ether, shabda first, then sparsha, then rasa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha is the last. Earth is last. First is the sound and ether. One by one, like that, this Gnanendriyas, Karnendriyas, all have this sense objects. That's what is explained. Sound, touch, form, taste. Let's look at the purport. There are different objects for 11 items. Through the nose we can smell, by the eyes we can see, by the ears we can hear, and in this way we gather the knowledge. So that's the Pratyaksha, Paroksha is coming under Vaidhi, Sadhana Bhakti. Beginning stage is what we see and what we believe, and we'll do those things. Whatever we like, we'll do that. External, or we will go by the externals, we will not go by the internals. What exactly this means, whether I should do it or not, what Shastra is doing, what Sadhu is telling, what Guru is telling, what Lord is. No, we will not consider. We can't understand. Even theory we understand, but practically we can't operate on. This is Pratyaksha. Paroksha. We hear, so even though directly, indirectly from the other, from the Shastra, but still we can process it. Theory seems to be right. This, yeah, this is correct. But we can put in practice. So this is in the beginning stage, but we continue to do it repeatedly over and over again. After some time, we'll come to the Bhava Bhakti. So Raganoga Bhakti. That is the next stage, is Aparoksha. You'll be very fixed up. What Acharya said, that only you will do. You will not do anything else. So that naturally puts us the Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava. And it has also, in that also there are stages. As if one follows through it continuously, that's what will come. And that is Aparoksha and then Adoksha. Then the beyond that is the Prema Bhakti, that is Aprakrita. That's why we can't see. Anything we can see. Prabhupada could see, Sadasiv can see, Hanuman can see, Bhishma Pitama can see what is going on in the spiritual world. Simultaneously, they can see, enter into the pastimes also. But we can't enter, we can't see what's going on there in the spiritual world. Brahma is describing what he's seeing in the Vaikuntha. Can you describe? No, we don't know what is there. We don't even know what is in the earthly planet. Forget about what is there in the spiritual world. So this is our conditioning. But they can see what is there in this material world, what is there in the spirit, they can see because they are simultaneously there. So that is the difference between us, conditioned souls, and between the Nitya Siddha Bhakta. They can see. So that's why the Aprakrita is in the Prema Bhakti stage, 3 stages. This knowledge is also in these 3 stages. And the Bhakti is defined as also 9 stages. Sadhakana Mayam Prema. Krishna Prema is the topmost goal. That is the final product. We have to always first, what is the final, we have to know. When we enter into office, when we are working, business, everything, we have to know what is the final product. What is the final result? What is the final objective? For what purpose am I doing? What purpose I am leading life for? For what is the purpose? What is the final goal? to build a big home and do a big job and get money and 401k. This is the final goal. Is that the final vacation home? This is the final goal. If that is, then nothing much anybody can help. But if you understand that actually the real goal is to retain Krishna Prema, enter into spirit permanently. Whatever I am building here, this is only temporary, but actually the permanently Lord is building for me. When we understand, when we take the Lord's instruction seriously, Sadhu's instruction seriously, then our Prabhupada told, whoever is trying to follow this process, then for them the permanent home is being built. You are getting prepared there. Lord is preparing for you. He is waiting for you. Everything is arranging. Just very soon, it quickly will happen when you follow the sadhu. So that's why these four bona fide sampradayas are there. All these acharyas helping, is sending the different representatives in this world. Go out and tell, instruct, suggest, give the warning signs, what is wrong, what we are doing mistakes. Sadhakana, Mayam Premano, Pradur, there is step by step. It's not, you can't jump from one stage to completely one step above. No, you have to go, just like in the office also. Manager, the above, they will be pleased if you go through the step by step. Your manager, even though there is no boundaries, real leader means one can go directly to the leader also. There's no problem. The genuine leader. Many times it doesn't happen like that. But ideal channel is always you go through manager, above manager, like that. You approve his manager, he reviews it, then he will present the above manager, like that it goes. And when they like it, and then your manager, if he's genuine, he will also present, hey, this my team member has done this great work. Look at it. So you will give all the credit from top down. What comes, you'll give credit to him. So this is the ideal genuine manager. And this is all the sadhus, proper bona fide sadhu and Vaishnava actually is the representing the so for each and every devotee to the Lord, is offering to the Lord, is praying for each and every devotee who is seriously following, is compassionate about it. So that is sadhu's business. So that's what it is. And that's Adhakana Mahim Premano Pradur Bhavet Krama Ado Shraddha. First faith. Faith is there in higher stages. Faith is there in all the way, but first faith, beginning faith has to be there. Then only you can take up this process and then gradually come to the association of you. Otherwise, one will not, as many people will not associate. They will come to temple at the best and they will take prasadam, but they will not associate. If you, even if you tell them 100 times, they won't take. No. That's why, that means your faith is very weak. They have to come to the next stage. Adavasrata, tada sadhu sangha, tada bhajana kriya, anardha nivurti. These first four stages is in the Vaidi sadhana bhakti. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. So, yeah. Then the Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava is in the Bhava bhakti. Beginning and ending. Actual real Bhava bhakti means Asakti and Bhava. That's when actually Krishna, you can see Krishna or he will give you the audience. He will give you the internally inside, the sound. So he will talk to us. That is in that stage it can happen. And then Krishna Prema is the final. In three stages, each of has there are six characteristics has been explained of bhakti, and each of these stages has two symptoms, four symptoms, six symptoms. All the six are described, but actually in the sadhana bhakti you can only understand the first two. So klesha and subhada to nullify all the sinful acts. That's why I mentioned that verse. Nahi tata gavan rajan. This sinful activity cannot be verified by any other methods. People think that I will do philanthropy like Bill Gates and other philanthropy, I will help people. No, that is only accumulating some credit. Then you can be Bill Gates maybe in the next life also. That's all. But suffering will be there. We think he's not suffering. No, actually everybody goes through suffering, anxiety. Money doesn't bring everything. Popularity doesn't bring everything. Fame, name. No, this can only be external, but internally what the person goes through, only he knows. We don't. We think he's enjoying, but actually, in reality, everybody has to go through suffering and anxiety. And these things cannot, because material endeavors cannot give you the real happiness. Anxiety, frustration will go on when we are operating the material plane. So that's why we need to come to the Bhava Bhakti actually to operate on the transcendental consciousness, at least at some level. When we come to Prema Bhakti, of course, we are in 100%. But Bhava Bhakti itself, we can actually feel what is the permanent consciousness is like, what is the spiritual world is like. But until that, in the actual beginning stage of Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, we can only, you cannot even scratch the surface. So that's why we fail. Repeatedly we fail. Even though warning signs are being given, told if you go in this direction, this is the wrong way. Don't enter the highway in the wrong way. Isn't it written everywhere? Throughout New Jersey, in all the states, you will be written. Don't enter wrong way. Otherwise, immediately you will get the accident because the other person is coming opposite and you are entering in the wrong way. Yes, the same way throughout platform bhakti, sadhu is telling this is wrong, these are the offenses, Vaishnava, so Ninda, Vaishnava, all these things are mentioned. Dam Aprad, Seva Aprad, Nam Aprad, all these things are clearly, warning signs have been clearly told. That's why every day we chant before the 10 offenses supposed to be chanted every day, remembered, reflected upon it, so that we avoid it. So these are the warning signs. If you pay attention, then you can chant properly. If you pay attention, then you don't get into accident. As simple as that. That is the problem. Otherwise, everybody knows about this. Shabda, Rupa, Sparsa. What is it about? What does it mean, this verse? This verse means you have to internalize this process. You have to understand the same things can give a nectar, same thing can give a pain, suffering for us. Every human being, every living entity can have these things. But one is going through pain and anxiety, one is actually feeling the nectar, same element, same ingredient, and he is getting to the final product very quickly, very rapidly, very soon. He'll be transported to spiritual just like Ajamila. So that is a Tata Krishna Arpita Prana. Who has given his life to Krishna? To that devotee you have to catch. You have to take his association and follow the instruction very seriously. Yesterday, Maharaj also telling other Maharaj. Yes, just taking the blessings I had told many times before. Touching the feet is one thing. You can get some blessing, but real blessing will come when actually you are following the sadhu. Then only actually you will be qualified to touch the feet. Yes, qualified to touch the feet because you are following what sadhu. You have real inclination to follow what he has to say. Not simply, you want blessing, some magic. No, this magic, Krishna will not try to do the magic when we are not ready to follow sadhu. Until that, you'll wait. You'll only wait. You'll not be obligated to do any adjustment in life. Any adjustment. You'll go on trying to do this one, that plan, my plan. I will do many plans, but there is no way those plans will work. Here and there it will work, but it causes great, even if it works wonderfully, causes great anxiety and suffering throughout the life, at the end of life also. Great suffering and anxiety. Ask the old people, then you'll know what they're going through. Then they will tell you. You think we are angry, we are not able to see it, but ask the old people, ask your parents, and then you understand what they're going through. And certainly you understand now. Don't wait till that point. Prabhupada told, don't laugh. You will come to the same stage as I am old, I'm carrying the stick. It will come to you also. Be serious, don't laugh. It's not laughing business. He was very serious about it. Yes. That's the point we have to understand. That's why every step, so Anartha Nivurti is a big step before crossover. That is the boundary from Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti to come to Bhava, come to next Raganuga Bhakti. Nishta, then we'll come to Nishta. 75% of Anartha is clear, then we come to Nishta. 100%, then we'll come to Bhava Bhakti. So that's why Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava is in the 4 different stages. Until you Anartha Nivurti is 100% clear, then you can. Because if everything is clear 100%, then you are in Krishna Prema. See, yes, faith also. Faith is also 100 of full faith, 100%, full surrender. That means you are in prema bhakti. But faith also has different stages. Initially, it is Loki, that what people say, that's what you will believe. Or what you think is right, that's what you will believe. But later on, Shastriya Shraddha, that is different, higher stage. Not Loki Shraddha, Shastriya Shraddha, Sadhu Shraddha. What Krishna said, what Sadhu said, that's what that means you are almost in Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Nishta. Yes, but anarthas has to be done. That means simple activities has to be stopped. Then you're almost beginning to come to nista, but still not there because you are still engaged in simple activity. Either we are directly engaging ourselves or somebody is forcing us to engage in that also there. Both categories are there in this. Yes. Because of the previous karma, we are being forced to engage. Either ourselves directly or somebody is forcing us to engage in simple activity. Even though we don't like it, but we have to be because we have done it past in the past life. We ourselves wantedly did it in the past life, and then in this life we are being forced to do it. Yes, that's why it's not easy. Everything we have to submit. We have to cry and pray. Then only by the Lord's help, these nooses, the bull and the horse is being put on the thread in the noose. And that will be cut. Otherwise, these bound shackles will be always very strong. Either we ourselves is in the that ourselves fallen in that condition, or somebody is forcing us always regularly. Yes, both will be there. When we surrender to the holy name, surrender to the Lord, crying really repeatedly, submitting, really grateful for what this Acharya has given, then we can start to feel the relieving from this pain and suffering and all the knots, whatever is there, throat, the ears, eyes, nostrils, everything will be cut. But you have to wait. For that, you have to take the association of sadhu seriously and holy name seriously, and you have to pray sincerely. You have to be very grateful for any of. You have to see the clear warning signs. So when sadhu is describing, you have to know these signs. You have to note it down. You have to pay attention. If you are serious, if you want Krishna Prema, if you want to go from this stage one of by this Sadhana Bhakti to stage two, from Nishtha to Ruchi Asakti Bhava of stage two, then you pay attention. Then stage three will happen very quickly, rapidly. Anybody is following this warning sign, paying attention to sadhu and the holy name, for them, very quick progress. In one life, they can go back home, back to God. Those who are is not paying attention on the holy name and sadhu's association, there is no way they are going back home, back to God in this life. It will take many millions of lifetimes. Period. So this is sadhu statement. This is what Prabhupada says. This is what acharyas repeat. This is what we repeat. We'll get quickly the Jamils and then we'll stop in 2 minutes. See what Prabhupada is writing. Ajamil continued. I am a shameless. When Vishnu Dutta Yamadutas described it, he was saved. He was supposed to be taken by Yamadutas to hell, but he was saved. He was hearing this conversation. Lord has given the mercy now. He has given the because he chanted Narayana, his son's name, but he has done the previously bhakti. So that's why Lord. Okay, let me give some warning. This time let me leave him. Let him live. So that's why, by the mercy of the Lord and Sadhu, this has happened. I'm shameless cheater. He is reflecting now. Who has killed his Brahmanical country? Indeed, I am sin personified. Where I am in comparison to the all auspicious chanting of the holy name of Lord Narayan. He is releasing. When? By the Sadhu's mercy. Otherwise, we can't release it. Theoretically, we all know the chanting is priority and we have to wake up early in the morning. But are we on the platform? No, absolutely not. So that is the problem. See the purport. Those engaged in broadcasting the holy name of Narayana Krishna through the Krishna consciousness movement should always consider what our position was before we came. Before initiation, we were like this. But after that, we become so slack. We can't even wake up. We can't even chant. We can't hear. We can't even finish 16 rounds many times. We miss. We drag it to the next day, and many times we can't even make it up. Because no more. How many times? If you miss it so many times, what are you going to make up? How will you make up? There is no way you can make up. Such a fallen condition. Prabhupada said, you are already fallen. What false? You keep telling that I am fallen, please give mercy. You are already fallen, Baba, and you don't want to follow. Then you are going even further down. That's what Prabhupada repeats. We had fallen into the abominable lives as meat eaters, drunkards, woman hunters. Who's telling? Ajamal himself is reflecting. He has gone through all these things and he has realized it. By whose mercy? Sadhu's mercy. Holy name's mercy. That's what we have to realize. We are from all kinds of things, but now we have been given opportunity to chant the Hare Krishna. Therefore, we should always appreciate this opportunity. By the grace of the Lord, we are opening many branches. We should use the good fortune to chant the holy name of the Lord and serve the Supreme Personality directly. We must be conscious of the difference between our present and past conditions and should always be very careful not to fall on the most exalted life. Yes. These warnings are there in everywhere. In life also, in material life, in office, in business, everywhere these warning signs are there. But who is ideal, then they can follow very quickly. I'm such a simple person. This is all reflecting. This is how one has to, all ideal practitioners should reflect like this. But since I have now gotten this opportunity, I must completely control my mind, life, and senses, and always engage in devotion so that I may not fall again into the deep darkness, ignorance, and material life. Purport with purpose. Every one of us should have this data. Purpose rating. So purpose, so compassionate, is so concerned about all of us. We have been elevated to an exalted position by the mercy of Krishna and spiritual master. And if you remember that this is a great opportunity and pray to Krishna that we will not fall again, our lives will be successful. So that means we have to take it very seriously. The next was also important. Because of identifying oneself with the body, one is subject to desires for sense and thus one engages in many different types of pious and impious. Even pious is also a problem. Yeah, Shastra is telling, I'm not only repeating here. That means even the Bill Gates, whatever, these big people helping, this is not nothing. This is just simple, some credit you are getting. It's not going to take you away from the suffering. No, not possible. This is what constitutes material bondage. Now I shall disentangle myself from my material bondage. That now you have to involve Krishna. It doesn't mean that externally you give up your work, you give up your family and go to the Himalaya. No, that doesn't do anything much. So, which has been caused by the Supreme Personality of Godhead's illusion in the form of a man. Being a most fallen soul, I have been victimized by the illusion energy and have become like a dancing dog. A dancing dog led around by woman's hand. That was because he married prostitute. He gave up. He was a Brahmana. He gave up his wife and he married a prostitute and he did so many things. Abominable. But he's realizing. by sadhu's mercy. Now I shall give up all lusty desire and free myself from this illusion. I shall become a merciful. See that point. Last line. Merciful to all, family and others, friends, office, everywhere. Merciful, well-wishing friend. This is sadhu's mercy. This by sadhu's mercy, he has understood, and this is how we have to behave. Every day we have to behave. As Maharaj told yesterday, because that is one of the, out of 64 limbs, I think ninth or eighth, Rupa Goswami is giving, Prabhupada is writing Nectar to chapter 8, that do not give pain to any living entity. Yes, this is one of the item also in Bhakti. So that's what it means. Well-wishing friend to all and always absolve myself. And well-wishing friend means why will you give pain? If you are well-wishing, you will never give pain to others. So that's what it means. Prabhupada, with this will stop. This should be the standard of determination for all Krishna. That means he's telling all of us. A Krishna conscious person should free himself from the clutches of Maya. Maya rust. And don't make it rust. Like your home or your cell phone. Anything get rusted, then you have to completely buy a new home, or if it comes to that point, everything is dilapidated, then what will you do? You can't, fix it anymore. It has come to that. Don't come to that worst stage. Before itself, you fix it. Don't make it rusted. You should also be compassionate to all others suffering in those clutches. Then, because Krishna's mercy will be more, he will be obligated to adjust our life. We are merciful to others. If you are not merciful to others, then he cannot adjust because we are not compassionate. It's very important. Krishna will be pleased with this. The activities of Krishna conscious movement more knows others than the family member, because then otherwise it will go my and mine. Always myself, my wife, my kids, always. These first we have to come to the others first. Then your family will also, they don't understand. Your family members will not understand. It will take maybe lifetimes, maybe. If they are serious, then they can understand immediately. They will be protected when the person is serving others. Actually, they are receiving mercy, they are getting all the material benefit, everything, when one is serving the others. But the family members cannot see it. They will stop you from doing those things. But actual reality is they are being helped and protected, all the facilities given by, because this person is serving others. As per in Krishna consciousness. This is the real benefit to all family members. This one cannot see. If you are not in the sadhu, you cannot see these things. You cannot understand, digest, assimilate. You can't. You can't. Unfortunately, that is the reality. That's why he's writing here. This is the perfection of Krishna consciousness. One who is interested in his own salvation is not as advanced in Krishna consciousness as one who feels compassion for others. This is the point. Sadhu can only understand, and who therefore propagate the Krishna consciousness movement. Such an advanced devotee will never fall down. See, what a mercy. Never fall down. Because he's always helping others. Because he's seeing that he has received greatest benediction from Prabhupada and Guru, then why should I not do it? When I receive so much and obligated, you can never repay it. Even though you day in, day out, you like act like a fire, still you can never repay a debt to a spiritual master. But still we have to try, keep trying, keep trying. That's why our Prabhupada's disciples are running like anything. Because why? Because of this one, they are so grateful to Prabhupada. Practically, not theory. Theory, we all have very grateful to Prabhupada, but practically, we are not there at all. But our spiritual masters are feeling that great pain and anxiety because they are not able to do enough for Prabhupada. Because they are so indebted, they are feeling every day. They can't sleep. They are thinking over it, even in the dreams. They can't sleep because of this reason only. Because I have done enough. My time is coming up. I'm very old. I can give up any time. But I have so many instructions to fulfill. Now, how I am going to fulfill? I've done enough. And I'm not grateful. I wasted my life. They are thinking like this. So that's why they can do so many wonders. But we are not able to, we are not feeling real greatness, nonetheless. That's what it means here. That's why they will never fall down. Those who are running for Prabhupada, they will never fall down because Krishna will protect. For Krishna will give him special protection. That means understand that even family members will be protected by that only. By our ordinary endeavor, not possible. Only by serving the sadhus, then this protection will go to all family members, not one person, not the person only doing. No, rest of the family. Krishna is making a note, watching it. This is the sum and substance of Krishna consciousness. Everyone is like a play toy in the hands of the illusion energy and is acting as she moves him. One should come to Krishna consciousness to release oneself and also to release others. Yes, this is the benefit because you are so much nectar pouring, like you are eating ice cream, then you'll do eat yourself. All others are next to you, you will not share with them. You will not buy another one and give it to others. No, if you are genuine, you are honest, you of course you want to eat with others. They are also eating and you are also eating, then everybody is enjoying together. This is the real business of a sadhu, real business of any genuine, honest human being. So, for those who are genuine and honest, they can practice Krishna consciousness naturally. They can advance very naturally. If it's not genuine and honest, then you can't. That is the problem. That's it. The Adharam Madhuram song is so wonderful. You can actually relate every bit of it. You can sing to your heart the whole day. Yeah? Because you understand what actually Vallabhacharya Path is feeling it every day. And he's penning it down for us. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Gandhara, Srimad Bhagavatam.